Good morning, everybody. We are getting ready to start our next book. And the next book is called Sunset of the Sabertooth. And Jack and Annie are going to the Ice Age. So this week, we're going to learn all about where our next adventure takes place. So our first interactive read aloud is going to be The Ice Age, Mammoth Steppe Ecosystem. Remember, we always learn about the ecosystem first. Let's see. Thousands and thousands of years ago, the Earth looked very different than it does today. This was a period of time called the Ice Age, when large areas of land were covered in ice all year long. Brr. In the Ice Age, the biggest ecosystem was called the Mammoth Steppe. In the Mammoth Steppe ecosystem, the climate was dry and windy, similar to a desert ecosystem. But unlike the hot desert, the Mammoth Steppe was very cold. The Mammoth Steppe ecosystem stretched across the continents of Asia and Europe. This is the area where England's knights and Japan's ninjas lived many years later, long after the end of the Mammoth Steppe ecosystem. So you can see how big it is right there. How does the Mammoth Steppe look similar to or different from where you live? There were a few trees in the Mammoth Steppe ecosystem, but the most common plants were grasses and short shrubs. Some of the animals that lived in the Ice Age might remind you of animals we see today, except they're bigger. That is why this ecosystem is called the Mammoth Steppe. Mammoth means enormous or very large. Many animals that lived in the Ice Age are now extinct. Extinct means that there are no more of these animals alive today. They all died out a long time ago. If there are no more of these animals alive, how do you think scientists learn about them? Scientists have different ways of learning about extinct animals. One way is to study their fossils. Fossils are the remains of plants and animals that lived long ago. Scientists who study fossils are called paleontologists. Paleontologists often discover bones and teeth from extinct animals. Sometimes they find whole Ice Age animal bodies that have been frozen in ice. Many extinct Ice Age animals belong to animal families with members that are alive today. Studying these related animals helps scientists come up with hypotheses about what their Ice Age relatives might have been like. What animals alive today do you think could be related to these Ice Age animals? Why? One extinct Ice Age animal that has a relative alive today is the woolly mammoth. It's related to the elephant. What are some of the similarities and differences between a woolly mammoth and an elephant? Do you see anything that could help the woolly mammoth survive its cold Ice Age ecosystem? One way these woolly mammoths and elephants are similar is the shape of their teeth. Fossils show that woolly mammoth teeth were wide and flat with ridges perfect for grinding plants. Elephants have teeth like this too, and we know that elephants are herbivores. Elephants use their tusks to get food by digging up plants and stripping bark off trees. Woolly mammoths had tusks too. Be a science detective. Based on these clues, How do you hypothesize the woolly mammoth used its tusks? Scientists hypothesize that woolly mammoths use their tusks to dig for food, just like elephants. Woolly mammoth tusk fossils have marks on them that scientists believe are from scraping ice to dig for grass below. Other herbivores on the mammoth steppe included the woolly rhinoceros, the steppe bison, and reindeer. Only the reindeer exists today. The rest of these Ice Age animals are now extinct. Mammoth steppe carnivores included the cave lion, wolf, and the short-faced bear. Of these Ice Age meat eaters, only the wolf still exists today. The rest are extinct. If you had lived during the Ice Age, one fierce predator you might have watched out for was the saber-toothed cat. These extinct carnivores hunted like ninjas, sneaking up quietly behind their prey. Then they pounced. The saber-toothed cat has many relatives alive today. Can you think of any animals alive today that look like this extinct saber-toothed cat? Saber-toothed cats' teeth were long and sharp, perfect for biting through the thick fur of prey like bison and mammoths. After many years, the Ice Age ended. The climate warmed up across the world, and the ice began to melt. This changed all of Earth's ecosystems, especially the mammoth steppe and all the living things in it. At this time, many Ice Age animals became extinct. Scientists don't know for sure why this happened, but they have some good guesses. One hypothesis is that when the climate got warmer, people started moving to the mammoth steppe ecosystem. Humans were very good at hunting herbivores, so many herbivores became extinct from being hunted. Once there were fewer herbivores, what do you think happened to carnivores like the cave lion? Without herbivores to eat for food, many Ice Age predators like the cave lion and the saber-toothed cat went extinct. Some Ice Age animals like the reindeer and wolf are still alive today. They adapted to the changing climate or migrated to new places. The mammoth steppe ecosystem went extinct too. With the ice melting and without large animals to graze on the grass and trample down trees, the land in the mammoth steppe changed into forest, tundra, and other ecosystems. So here's the one question you can choose to write about today, or you can choose something from the glossary. If you could go back in time and visit a mammoth steppe ecosystem during the Ice Age, what animals or plants would you want to see? I think as scary as they were, I'd like to see the saber-toothed cat. So here's our glossary. We have our saber-toothed cat. Here's the woolly mammoth. Remember, the whole ecosystem was called the mammoth steppe. Here's the bear. It was called the short-faced bear. These are tusks, a wolf, fossils, reindeer, and cave lion. So remember, we are listening to one and writing one today. So when we meet, let's make sure we have our writing paper and our sound map, and I will see you back soon.